Hello everybody, Omri here. Thanks for joining me again today. Today's sequence is a little different than what I've been doing in the last few days. It's a little bit more chaotic and a little less structured. Even though you'll see the repetitive nature of the movement from the right to the left more or less, you'll also notice that there's a lot less of a direction where this is going. So I was following what my body was telling me to do in the moment. And I know that when I usually do that, I end up with a great result. I feel fantastic. It's one of those things you learn when you take my class, to listen to your body and to develop this sensitivity so when you move, you get what your body needs. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please hit subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Starting in the middle of the mat, lifting the arms up towards the sky as I sit into chair pose, on the way down into a squat with the feet together, which is an interesting movement, feels very good on the glutes on the outside, and then come back to stand and reorient with the back bend, going deeper, the chest is opening, folding forward, lifting and stretching, finding a balance here, reaching one arm back, one arm forward. This is a calibration move. Finding my way all the way back to the top and a back bend, and then down into down dog, pedaling the feet and stretching the back of the legs. You can see here as I warm up, I cross my ankles as I walk to give my back of the legs a little bit more of a stretch. As I move forward into this front lever, I try to go very far over my wrists to get as much work done at that end. Stepping the right foot forward, bringing the left foot up and holding it behind me with both hands. The goal is to load on the front leg, to make the front leg feel a little bit more under pressure as the left thigh is stretched pretty much to the top, to the edge. Folding over for pyramids, a really good way to make the right leg feel calibrated and even again. Switching directions. Even though I started here in a pyramid, I changed my mind halfway because it's the stretch that I was looking for. The pyramid can come after pulling the foot closer to you. And here I had to reposition my left foot so that I can lean forward correctly, giving myself enough space to explore this posture to the extreme. The stretch on the right quad is fantastic, feels really great. It's a wonderful way to stretch that muscle. Always testing with calibration moves and finding my way back to down dog. Opening the hips, moving the leg around, stepping the left foot forward, and finding a back bend. I'm rediscovering my back bends, and it feels really amazing, but very difficult at this point. I used to have a lot more range of motion. I lost all of it, but I'm going to slowly regain it. This is a variation on the posture we did before. I'm trying to get a big twist in the right thigh. It's a different kind of stretch. And that gave me an idea for something that I'm going to try tomorrow. Finding the pyramid here on the left side. Left side is tricky. I can feel that the joint, the muscles connecting from the leg into the hip, there's a little weakness there. I'm going to address it a little later in class when I do squats from a warrior 3. Finding the back bend here again, starting to feel a lot better. Even just from the beginning of class till now, big significant difference. This twist, this movement in the squat here explores the spine mobility in the upper back. It feels fantastic. Felt like the right thing in the moment, especially with the hips being nice and open. Finding our way back to down dog. As we ease into the other side, stepping the right foot forward, hands in the center of the chest, slowly lift the arm up, and then find the back bend. At the top of the back bend, I had to think and focus to lift my sternum higher, stretching out my lower back, and I did find a couple of extra inches when I did that. Bending the back knee until it touches the floor very slowly, and grabbing the foot behind me for another squeeze as I lean forward. This gives the right hip a great opportunity to work on stability to stabilize the whole body. And here's that variation from the other side. On this side, I'm trying to explore it a little bit more with a calibration move and with a double grip move, eventually thinking, is it possible to get into a bind here? But that's what gave me the idea for something I'm going to try tomorrow, an advanced version or progression on that posture. Pyramids are always an opportunity for me to shift the weight from the front leg to the back leg, exploring the hip mobility and twisting the hip. And now I'm in my Warrior 3 squats, which once again reinforces the need for the muscles to perform the way that I need them to. I'm feeling that there's a little weakness at the top when I'm pushing up, and I'm definitely getting a lot less stability on the left side. That's something I'll address with time. I'm not in a rush to make my left and right side of the body feel equal. They in fact have different strengths. I know enough at this point that if I want to do certain postures, I'll do them on the right, I have a better chance, or I'll do them on the left. Moving into pigeon pose, I haven't done this in a while. I was waiting for my back to open. I can't bring my hands both up yet, but I'm feeling squeezing the left glute. Switching sides, so whichever legs is back, that's the glute that needs to be squeezing. The chest is lifting. On this side, even though this is the more sensitive side, I had an opportunity to lift the chest a little bit higher and drop the head behind me, which gave me even more of a deeper stretch. It felt fantastic. Opening the chest, pushing the floor with the arms from the armpit so that the shoulders don't rise. And then slowly coming out of this posture. Ready to close the practice for today, finding a last crow to feel the balance, and then a squat, palms together, and releasing the neck. Thanks for joining, everyone. See you tomorrow.